Hello, everyone. My name is Ricky Jr., and today I'm going to be informing you about a television series coming to Netflix on February 22nd, 2024. To give a background on the television series, it first started off as an animation series in 2005 to 2008. The animation series was popular on channels Nickelodeon, Nicktoons, and Teen Nick. 2 years after the animation ended, the animation had such a popular ratings, it became a live action movie in 2010. In the original series, there's a main character with powers named Aang. His powers is to control all four elements: water, fire, earth, and air. He has four wonderful friends that goes on him with this journey to mastering all four levels, which he already has mastered air. He just have left to conquer the last three: earth, fire, and air. His friends were Katara, Sokka, Toph, and Suki. He also had a pet bison that has been with him for many years named Appa. He became more than friends with Katara later on in the series. Aang is the main character. He has only one element mastered. He's the last surviving member of the Air tribe. The remaining elements to learn to master were fire, water, and earth. The elements were divided into tribes, with the Fire Nation holding the most villains. The series became such a wonderful hit, it turned into a movie, a live action movie. And now, since all three have become so popular, live action television series will be the new Netflix series. A lot similar to the live action movie, with the same setting and the original anime series. But with my personal experience, the television show goes back a long time ago from when I was a little boy. It opened up many friendships and explored different cultures throughout the series. The very thought of a show being dedicated to a young audience makes the boy come of age and gives the past present feeling into towards his friends and also divides the relationship of each character within the series. But the total lessons to be learned within the series is genocides, imperialism, war, and totalitarianism. It's amazing to know how the studios could pack such meaningful details into one show mainly fit for children, but it inspired so many more to know about the history of surrounding events, past and present. Tackling genocide was the main focus. Genocide growing up in the history classes that I attended. It talked about the Diary of Anne Frank, which was my first time being introduced to genocide, and with that past and how what happened with Diary or what happened with Anne Frank, the deep history of a young girl that was not too much younger from my age as I was watching the show, how she passed away and the terrible things that led to her death. But genocide came into effect with the series when Aang defeated the Fire Lord after he killed his entire tribe. The background information that gives the characters in the series is Chinese, East Asian, Southeast Asian, Eskimo cultures, and North America cultures. The tackle of totalitarianism is strongly within the Fire Nation, with the Fire Lord showing strict dictatorship over his nation. The Fire Nation also shows the imperialism by taking over many of the tribes' water, earth, and air. The Fire Lord also would lose to the nation, and his defeat towards Aang settles in at the end with the ultimate battle. With that being said, this series was very impactful. It had an impactful meaning on cultures throughout the world, especially Chinese cultures. Chinese culture was the main target, but inside of this series, it also covered many others. Some of the opening credits are in Chinese along with English writing. But when I was growing up, my mother and aunt loved to watch the TV show. But for me, they loved the action. But for me, I enjoyed the history lessons. The lessons that were taught in the series, like relationships, genocide, indoctrination. As a kid growing up, I was a history buff. This was pretty much my show. But this up and coming live action television show can give the same experience to a generation growing up today, doing what's right and learning about historical moments that will possibly be covered in history classes one day as they come of age or will soon be taught while they're watching the show. Then they'll be able to make that comparison to the past, present, and what may be held in the future.